Devin Booker just got hurt. The Dallas Mavericks would either have to play the Pelicans or the Phoenix Suns in next round. That should be a stark reminder to Luka Doncic and the Mavs that anything can happen. And right now, the Western Conference is wide open. Once you're in the conference finals, anything can happen. And if you get just a little lucky, a trip to the NBA Finals could be one step away. Now listen, winning Game 2 for the Dallas Mavericks was huge because they have 5 games now to win 3. In my opinion, they're going to win this series. Now the Mavericks are 4 games away from the NBA Finals where Memphis, Minnesota, Denver, or Golden State would await them. Dallas is 8-5 against all those teams. That's a winning record. Strolling into the NBA Finals with that type of momentum, you really never know how quickly your window is gonna close. And the time is right now for the Dallas Mavericks. If they are gonna take advantage of this opportunity, Doncic needs to play. Now that the Mavericks are traveling to Utah where they haven't won all year, Doncic needs to step up. These guys, these role players like Spencer Dinwiddie and Jalen Brunson have played outstanding, but Dallas needs their superstar. As of right now, Doncic is listed as questionable in the injury report. But with some things we've kind of heard from Tim McMahon and other people who cover the Mavericks, I'm just going to assume he's not going to play. The current 6.5 point line favoring Utah seems to back that up quite nicely. So, say that the Mavericks lose Game 3. Where do they go from here? Does Doncic play in Game 4? I'm not really sure. But let's look at a couple things that the Mavericks need to do in order to get the dub tonight. The Mavs are certainly taking care of the ball. They only have 10 tourneys thus far in the series. Now, to put it in a little bit of perspective for you, the Atlanta Hawks have 37 against the Miami Heat. They're doing a great job at taking care of the ball. Spencer Dinwiddie, Jalen Brunson, they're not making those mental mistakes. And the Mavericks are winning the three-point battle as well. In at least in terms of pushing the Jazz off the line, Bojan Bogdanovic, he's definitely killing the Mavericks with the scoring inside the arc. But this is something Dallas will have to live with. And if they're getting nuked from downtown, these little tactical issues are what helps Dallas win these statistical battles. And it's most certainly the Mavericks are just giving up the rebounding. They're not really worried about it because they're winning in every other area on the court. But second, Spencer Dinwiddie, he needs to find, he needs to find something. I'm not gonna lie, he's been pretty bad. And that's just considering how well he's played this year. He's up to 30 minutes per game, and I get that's putting a huge load on his repaired ACL. But his turnovers have gone up to 3.5, when they were just 1.3 during his 23 games with the Mavericks this year. All I'm saying is he's just way better than this. He looks really indecisive, and he's forcing the pace coming down the court. He cannot let Rudy Gobert take him out of the game. He's just been really, really good this year, and in that small sample size, I just expect more from the guy. Let's talk Reggie Bullock. The dude's averaging 13 points, 5 boards, and 2.5 dimes with 1.5 steals per game in the playoffs. And he's doing so on an absurd 72.7 true shooting percentage. Listen, his defense is elite, and he doesn't require any help. And most importantly, he's doing all of these things while handling an absolutely ridiculous minutes load. His counterpart, Dorian Finney Smith, is averaging 11.5 points, 5.5 boards, and 1.5 assists per game. He's played huge minutes as well. And the Jazz, they're just shooting a total of 11 of 37 when Finney Smith is guarding the shooter. That is amazing. And listen, the Mavericks are by no means a deep team, even with everyone healthy. And I think we all can be in agreement that Josh Green can't play in a playoff series. It's kind of hard to explain, but how truly awful has he been in those last 2 games? And how destructive has he been to his own team's success? In a perfect world, I really think Green would be able to provide a poor man's version of a Bullock or Dorian Finney Smith. But he's just not there right now. Jalen Brunson deserves a ton of credit, you guys. He was absolutely phenomenal in Game 2. And with that performance, he cashed in on his new contract. The Mavericks' ultimate ceiling depends on a healthy return of Luka Doncic. Don't you guys agree with me? But until then, Reggie Bullock and Finney Smith, will have to do a little bit of everything. So far, that is exactly what they've done, and it's resulted in a huge win in Game 2 for the Dallas Mavericks. Now that leads me to today's question. Who from the Dallas Mavericks, besides Luka Doncic, can step up for them tonight and carry that offensive load? Through the first 2 games, Spencer Dinwiddie hasn't really played that well, but that could be just to his minutes overload. Jalen Brunson, he had an outstanding performance last game. Do you think that he'll be able to string together multiple games with performances like the first one? Or do you think there'd be someone like Josh Green or Dorian Finney Smith that goes absolutely insane? Maybe even a 30-piece. You guys let me know what y'all think in the comment section. And tomorrow, we'll be back better than ever with some more Dallas Mavericks basketball. And you guys already know, like always, I'll save y'all a seat. Peace.